pet parents, unless you absolutely know what you're looking for, or unless it gets caught up. So clinical stages of more advanced kidney failure will include things like loss of appetite. Your pet may. Hi everybody, and welcome to the Kidney Coach YouTube channel. I am naturopath Fiona Chin, co-founder of Kaigenesis and of the Kidney Disease Solution. And today I wanted to do a video about treating kidney disease in our family, furry friends, and our pets in cats and dogs. Let's start by having a look at kidney disease in our animals. So kidney disease affects about 1 to 3% of all cats and about 0.5 to 1.5% of all dogs. And it's actually one of the leading causes of death in cats as they age. So it is actually something that's really great to know about, things that you can do to treat and actually things that you can do to prevent decline in kidneys as our pets get older. In dogs, it's going to be the Samoyed, the German Shepherd, the English Cocker Spaniel, and the Bull Terriers are actually more prone to kidney disease. And in cats, it's generally the Persian type breeds. But in reality, if the conditions are right, any of our pets can go on to end up with diminished kidney function if we're not careful or if we're not doing the right things for our pets. So what is different in our animals is that we obviously can't do, or we don't tend to do, kidney transplants and dialysis for our pets. So when we're looking at how to treat kidney disease, it's very different for pets versus our human friends. And also that I think preventing kidney disease in our pets is something that we should really, as pet owners, be really thinking about, because it's harder for our pets to tell us when there's something wrong. You know, animals are very stoic by nature. They don't tend to tell us when things are going on. And ironically, most dogs and cats in kidney failure produce actually huge quantities of urine. It's not that their urine flow diminishes, which is something that people would often look for. And unless you're having annual routine blood tests, diminished kidney function can often go completely unnoticed by pet parents unless you absolutely know what you're looking for, or unless it gets caught up, it gets tested and caught just as a offside when you're having other bloods done. So early detection and renoprotective treatments are designed to slow the progression and the loss of damage to neurons. So let's have a look at some of the symptoms that we'll see in our animals. And again, like I mentioned, it's really hard, even in humans, you know, we often I have patients come in and I'll be looking at blood tests and I'll be like, did you know that your kidney function's stage 2 or stage 3? And they'll have no idea, because it is one of these silent diseases, and it's exactly the same in our pets. And that's one of the reasons that I am a massive advocate of having annual checkups, especially as your pets get older. I'm looking because the dogs are out here. We've got Apollo and Hugo out there. And it's one of the things, Apollo's only 7 months old, but he has he had one at 6 months, but he'll have annual checkups that I run his blood tests so I can see what his kidney function's doing. And that way you can pick things up well before they and symptoms actually appear. With my elderly Doberman Ruby, who passed away in last September, we were running annual checkups with her all the time. And that way, you know, I can monitor her to make sure her heart and her kidneys and everything was okay. So one of the earliest clinical symptoms that you can look out for in your pet is increased water consumption and increased urination, which is called compensated renal failure. So after approximately 2/3 of the kidney tissue is destroyed, so 2/3, so 75% of the neurons and the nephrons, have to be destroyed. And then there's this rapid rise in waste products in the bloodstream, and then the apparent onset of severe disease. So you won't see kidney disease in your pets appearing very symptomatically until they're about in 75% failure. So that's why it is so important to test beforehand. So clinical stages of more advanced kidney failure will include things like loss of appetite. Your pet may become depressed, vomiting, diarrhea and or constipation. Bad breath is definitely something to look out for, especially if it gets quite a sweet smell about it. And that could also indicate diabetes. Your pets may start to lose weight. They may lose muscle mass because of the way that you've got increased protein coming through the urine. So if you find your dog, your cat is muscle wasting, especially around the back end, that's something to look for, because that's where you're likely to see it first. Blindness, blood in the urine. They may get little bruises around their gums and teeth. and mouth ulcers, which it doesn't happen in every pet, but if you're starting to see mouth ulcers as your pet gets older, definitely worth getting their kidneys checked. They may become weak. They may be more prone to skin itchiness and bone fractures. So if any of those things are appearing in your pet, I highly suggest you take them straight off to the vet now. And your vet will use something called the IRIS, the International Renal Interest Society staging system. And it's based on the serum creatinine levels. And then you've got this substaging, which is based on the presence of protein in the urine. So I wrote a blog post about this, and there's actually an image on there that goes through all the different stages. So again, one of the things that your vet would do is then you're going to collect urine from your pet, and then we're going to look for the creatinine and if there's too much protein in the urine. I hope that you found it useful. If you did, give us a like. Remember to hit subscribe so you'll get notified anytime we put out new content. And if you have a comment or need some specific help, chuck it in the comment section below. I'm always looking at the comments and I will promise to get back to you. Have a beautiful day. Thanks again for being part of our kidney community. And until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.